Hey everybody, how you going? As you can see, it's another beautiful day here in Wombe, New South Wales. Yeah, and it's Richard from isaloncoaching.com.au. Send me an email of any questions you want me to answer, and I'll be gladly happy to do that for you. So I got an email earlier on in the week from a client of mine that wanted to figure out really what was the best way to find staff. She's advertised everywhere and can't find them. Well, for me, if your systems are really quite good, you should be planning way ahead before you need a stylist. So breed your own is my number one thing that should happen. So you should have your apprentices ready or your straight from school people ready, and you should be training them and working them and knowing what gaps need filling next year or the year after, and start planning early. That is the most ideal key. If that doesn't work out for you and for some reason one of your staff members get pregnant or they just leave and you need to find a senior member of staff quite quickly, for me, the advert needs to be all about you and all about your policies. So tell them what you're about, what your dream is in the advert. Tell them it's going to be hard work. I want this salon to be the biggest salon in Melbourne, or I want this to be the biggest salon in Leeds, or wherever it may be. But the whole idea is to say to people, this is what I'm about, this is what I do, and you're going to get the right applicant that comes along. Have some minimum benchmarks that you've set in there or ready to go. And with these minimum benchmarks, what we say that is, your minimum benchmark will be, quite simply, it'll be something that will be whatever's core to you. So for me, if I don't like lateness, I don't like liars, it's nothing about skill, it's all to do about, can I work with you, can I do life with you? And that's the key for me. Usually I find that if people are very similar to me and they're relevant to me, they're relevant to my clients as well, because my clients that come because of me, and if I surround myself with people like me, then it'll turn out like me. So that's my number one criteria, and I put that in an advert. I put them on an award-winning salon, and I want this, and my clients are this, and my rest staff members are this. And if you don't meet the criteria, I don't want you to come in. It's as simple as that. And that's what we sort of talk about. We just don't want things like that in our salon. We just don't need it. So we don't get all this crap in the back room. We don't get all these troubles that everyone else get, because we start right at the beginning. So number one priority, breed your own. That's what we'll try and do. We'll breed our own first and foremost, and that's all. If we can't breed our own and we have to go out there and get seniors already, we only get ones in our culture. A few years ago, I had a big walkout, which is pretty massive for me. We had about 7 staff members leave all in one go. What happened really was the Australian dollar was so good, and everyone went travelling around to England, and we had hardly any staff left. So I had to go and get 2 or 3 seniors. I was left with just me and 1 junior to run the salon. We really thought it was doomed. But you know what, if you put yourself out there and you tell people what you want, and some people you've got to stand up. We took 1 senior on, and she really wasn't what we was after. And literally after a month or 2, we just called in the back room and said, look, you're not what we're after. It's just not, you're just not part of what we want. It was pretty upsetting and pretty hard to do, but that's what you have to do sometimes. You have to do that. It's part and parcel of what we do. You've got to have this culture, and you've got to stick to it. And you've got to, really, if you don't stick to it, you're letting yourself down, letting your team down. I mean, if you actually stand up to these staff members and let them go, you'll be amazed to feel how other staff members there will come to you and can't wait for that to actually happen. It's quite amazing. It really is. So yeah, so how to get new staff members? You need to know deep inside you what you're about. What's your culture? What are you about? And if you can figure all that out, I think you're halfway there, because then you'll be writing in the language. You've got to think, why would someone come and leave their salon and go to you? If they're leaving their salon, it's either they don't like what they've got or they're trouble, and the owner's glad that they've gone. If they don't like what they've got, really they want to choose something that they do want. And the only way to figure out what they do want is for you to tell them in the interview. And you can tell them in the advert. And the right people come to the job instead of you digging through all them people. Don't take second best, there's no need. And I firmly believe that. And yeah, maybe, you know what, if you can only get 1 or 2 people come for an interview and they're not right for you, don't take them on. It means your time scale that you sell, because that's what you sell, by the way. You don't sell haircuts or massages, you just sell time scales in an appointment book. And you know what, they come a rare commodity, you put your prices up. Yeah, you might lose a few clients, but you might take the same amount of money as well. So that's my opinion to you. That's a long-winded answer, I'm sorry, but the day at the beach was quite nice, so I thought I'd go for a nice walk. But indirectly, how do you find the right staff? That's like trying to find the Holy Grail. But you know what, if you know what you're about, you know what people, when they come to you, if they understand and like you, you're going to surround yourself with people that stay a long time. And that's the key. So number 1, breed your own. If you can't breed your own, you've got to decide what you want your salon to be like, and then tell the world about it. And I think that's the way how you get a full salon with clients and really get a full salon with staff. So there you go. That's me locking off to gonna go get a coffee. So that's me from isaloncoaching.com.au. Give us a call. Thanks.